Good evening, everybody. I'm Shawn Hansen. You're watching Shawn Hansen's Comedy Corner. This is the 211th episode of my Comedy Corner. Tonight I have with me two very special guests. Dotty Parker, her 18th appearance on the show, 17th in 2 days. And Monster Merlin, his first appearance on TV, is what it says in the notes here.
He's shy, he's not talking.
He's not talking, but Dotty,
hi, Shawn, I just didn't want to interrupt you. Nice to be on the show.
I liked Geppetto when he wasn't talking. I'm just kidding.
He's a good sport.
He is, he's cute.
Yeah.
He's a cutie, yeah.
He came like 7,000 miles today to be here.
7,000 miles from where?
I have wings in my back, and I flew in from Switzerland.
Red Bull?
Wow.
A lot of Red Bull?
Too much Sarah.
His eyes are red, so it must be Red Bull. But
I don't know what he's got going on there.
Well, it's good to be here on Shawn Hansen's Comedy Corner. Good to meet you, Dotty. Please, no comments about the teeth.
Well, then we have nothing else to say.
Yeah, I was going to go right to the teeth.
I was heading right to it.
I was kind of hoping Dotty would tickle my toes, but that's just me.
Yeah. No, not
Maybe
at this hour.
Maybe
late
that's
night
the next
show.
Yeah,
late night show.
You guys just met, so
Yeah.
maybe next time. Maybe the second date. Yeah. But how have you been, Dotty?
I've been great.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
2012.
Had a weird, crazy holiday season. Yes. Last time I was here, I was telling you it was right before Thanksgiving. I was heading to Buffalo.
Yeah. How'd that go?
It's great. I came back single, so it works.
And you found a nickel?
A what?
A buffalo nickel?
No.
Ah.
No. So I went with the guy that I was hanging out with to meet his family. His family was really cool, and we did the whole Buffalo thing, and but, it's good.
So it's stay it as it is.
Yeah.
And the Pats beat the Buffalo Bills, and
I am a Buffalo Bills fan, and I know that I'm going to be hated.
Yeah.
But I have a thing for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Maybe you can go back to Buffalo, meet him.
I go out, right? One of my favorite sweatshirts is my Buffalo Bills sweatshirt. So the other day I put it on, and because I didn't do my hair, and I threw on my Buffalo Bills hat, and I have a winter hat and a sporty girl sports hat to show my team spirit. And it's my favorite sweatshirt. And the guy at Dunkin' Donuts is like, I can't serve you. And I was like, what?
Really?
He's like, oh, you can wear that. I was like, really?
Did he serve you?
Because if I wore a shirt that said like mass hole, you know, you'd be like super excited about giving me an iced coffee. But, you know, just because you're angry because Ryan Fitzpatrick is better looking than Tom Brady. It's not my issue, not my problem. Work it out. Don't take it out on my sweatshirt.
Yeah, I know. So you've been to Buffalo. Was that your first time to Buffalo, or have you been there before?
It was my first time to Buffalo.
Did you have some buffalo wings?
I did. Now, they have this pizza. It's crazy. It's a sheet pizza, and it has just tons of cheese, but it's like nothing I've ever had. Like, you go to these Italian bakeries, and they have the sheet pizza. This is wild. And their pepperoni is real little. It's little round pepperonis. Oh, my God, it was wild. And their wings, they don't, like, coat them in sauce like you would think. They're already pre-cooked. Oh, so good.
That's good.
Oh, my God, it was awesome.
They were a lot better than anything you've had around here.
Yeah, but Buffalo's kind of crappy. It's really shady and dicey, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was funny. I was at a bar because I was staying at my my friend's mom's house, and right down the street there was this bar, and this girl walks up, her and her friend. She goes, "Hey, how you doing? Happy Thanksgiving." I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And she goes, "Oh my God, you're Hawaiian?" I said, "What?"
Hawaiian?
She goes, "You just said I'm Hawaiian." I said, "No." I said, "Hey, how are ya?" She goes, "Hawaii?" I was like, "Oh my God, really?" I was like, "What? What frig am I? Get me out of here."
I look like I'm Hawaiian.
Aloha, right? Hawaii. I was like, it's funny. I guess nobody talks like us, Shawn. We're a breed of our own with the accent.
So you're going to put that in one of your bits coming up?
Oh, I already do.
Did you do that for New Year's? Because I knew you had a New Year's Eve show.
I did have a New Year's Eve show, but it wasn't a stand-up comedy show. It was a murder mystery.
Yep.
Da-da-da-da.
Dun, 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 dun. Clash, clash, clash.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So this was at Fody's?
It was. It was at Fody's up in Nashua, and Alana Susko and me, and her husband, Mark, and two of her friends, Bob and Mimi Guessford, we all kind of got together and thought of a plot. And, I mean, I'm an improver, and it was so funny when we were all sitting there thinking about it. Everybody was just throwing out different silly ideas about what we're going to do. Because, I mean, it's not like, but, I mean, it's a comedy on purpose production, but it's not like anything we've done before. So it's not like competing with any other company. It's just, you know, a bunch of people getting together for New Year's, having a good time, making people laugh. And all the time we were talking about this, Alana, she says, okay, so you're our talent. You're our talent. And I was like, she's like, we just do this for fun. You're the talent. I was like,
oh my God.
Oh my God, the pressure. Right? But I love it. I love it. Yeah. But it was crazy. You know, we kind of came up with a silly little idea and we made it happen. You know? It's just
and did it go, how long did this go?
about an hour and a half, about 90 minutes.
So did this go right till midnight? Or
no, the show started at 8, so it was over. Actually, it went longer than that. The show started about 8, but people started arriving at 7. So it was about 2 hours, actually. About a 2-hour show. We were over by 10. And
that's good. And then what did you do after? To ring in the new year?
I hung out at Fody's. Yeah, I woke up with like 3 different phone numbers, a few Facebook messages. I was like, who the hell is this? I don't know, people buying drinks. You know how it goes on New Year's.
And Merlin's thinking, yeah, I found her on Facebook.
Did you now?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I did. I got your number, honey.
You gave him the wrong number or the real number?
Who? The
Merlin.
Oh, Merlin?
Yeah.
No, I give him the reject line. Do you ever meet somebody and get the reject line?
Yeah.
The reject line is hilarious. I wish I remember the number.
Yeah.
What's that number, Merlin? You get it often.
Well, honey.
You get that number all the time. What is that?
So what did you do for New Year's Eve, Merlin?
I was plotting to kill that Jeff TV penguin doppelganger you got over there. What's his name?
Cliff?
Cliff. Yeah. Does he got any good notes on me?
He's got some Cliff notes.
Well, anyway, it's good to be here, Shawn. Dotty, good to see you. My eyes, with the way they are, how can I not?
You got that pink hair, too. What's up with that?
I'm very, 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 very in touch with my masculinity. I can have pink hair if I want.
Yeah, you do what you want.
Well, thank you, Shawn. Like I needed that validation, but I appreciate it.
But speaking about validations or something,
I was going to say something, but I'm not sure it's appropriate for cable TV. So come on, let's talk about validations.
That's a different segue into a movie. We're going to validate this movie called Kicked in the Head, if Jeff wants to zoom in on Dotty.
Yeah.
And Kicked in the Head is with Michael Rappaport and all these other people that are in the credits. And
in the credits. They're not actors, they're just other people in the credits.
James Woods, Lily Taylor, Michael Rappaport, Linda Fiorentino, Kevin Corrigan, and Jeff Ferguson and Dotty Parker. Wow.
Right.
But anyways, this is...
It was actually my head that made the cameo.
That's what it was. But this movie is like a step below a gangster movie where Michael Rappaport, he owns like a bear company, and these like Cubanish people like try to take over his company, and they get in gunfights. And
a beer company?
Yep, in New York. And they get in gunfights, but they fire at each other, and they don't even hit each other.
Shooting blanks.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's like the A-Team.
So if you want to see a interesting gangster movie that doesn't have any killing in it, see Kicked in the Head.
I'm not sure anybody's going to want to see it after that introduction. I'm thinking, yeah, this movie sucks. If you want to see it, go for it. Their sales just went.
Oh, man. But it's a small but seductive pleasure, which is what Entertainment Weekly says, if that raises the...
Sounds like me, Shawn.
Oh my God. I think I heard this when I went on a date last Saturday night. It's a small but seductive pleasure. I'm just kidding, I didn't have a date.
Oh man. But, so this was a interesting. This was an amazing gangster movie, Step Below Casino or something.
A Step Below Casino.
But you do the mysteries, and you've been doing that a lot. And from the New Year's Eve show, you actually worked with Jerry Caruso. He sent your resume off. And
yeah, not yet, but I will be. I did a show in August over summertime. It was like a half a person in the audience, one of those shows. And that's when I met Jerry, and I was talking to him about, like, he was asking me how long I've been doing comedy for, etc. And we were talking about my background. Now, I did Joey Murray's Comedy Italian Wedding for like 8.5, 9 years. So I was involved in that show, and I was saying how I really wanted to get back into it. He's telling me how he does the murder mysteries, and that's how we kind of started talking about it. So I sent him my resume, and he sent the director, and she called me immediately. So I was psyched.
That's good.
Yeah. Back on the stage.
Especially because you were in Vegas.
Yes, I did murder mysteries out in Vegas. I worked with Penny Wiggins, who's the assistant to the amazing Jonathan. So we became friends out there. Yeah, I got killed. It was very dramatic.
And tell me how you got killed.
It was it was pretty wild. I played, now what was cool about being out in Vegas is that the way that the show worked is you were a plant in the audience. But everybody is a tourist in Las Vegas. So for me to have a wicked thick Boston accent, nobody's gonna be like, she doesn't belong here, you know? Like, I'll see a guy who's wearing an I Heart New Hampshire t-shirt, and I'll be like, what up, Derry? You know, like I fit in, right? And and so, you know, nobody knows. So I was with my friend who had a wedding veil on, and she was getting married. And so during one of the courses, you know, and I'm playing along too, I'm like, this is awesome, somebody's gonna die, this is so fun, I'm so happy that we did this. And we're talking about plans later to go, you know, get drunk on the strip and what have you. So I'm like, I gotta run to my car and grab your gift. I'll be back in 1 second, because they did a little intermission. So I ran outside, I put on like a stiff white t-shirt that was covered in blood, and I took the squeeze bottle and I just covered myself like head to toe in blood. I ate like blood caplets, and I got killed because somebody flung a CD through my neck. So I had a half a CD with a little string on it, and I tied it behind my neck. And then I got cued to come back inside. And then I went in and I banged on all the windows, and I spit blood all over the windows. I was dragging my face across, and now this is a restaurant. Very awesome. And I run in, and I died. And when I say I died, I made everybody know in that room, hey, she's about to die the most dramatic, awesome, gruesome, hysterical death ever.
Now, they weren't allowed. Did they video this, or were they not allowed to?
They weren't
video
allowed
this
to.
One?
Yeah, they weren't allowed to videotape.
Oh boy! So we'll have to have you reenact this on the next episode.
Yes, I will come covered in blood.
Come with a half CD. Or
half CD.
Yeah. Now, what CD was that? Was that like a
Van Halen?
Yeah, Van Halen.
That's why I was like, break it. We don't need it.
Yeah, really.
It's not necessary.
This I don't want to listen to.
No, it was really cool. And then two of the other nights, I died by CD twice, poison one night, and then what did I do the other 2 nights? I can't remember. I think I was the killer. Yeah, but at the show up at Fody's, I was the killer. I poisoned Alana, but she ended up switching her drinks. She was supposed to be married to my brother, so he ended up dying.
Oh man!
So I mean, my character, I was just like, oh, I'm upset that my brother died, and thinking, oh crap, I just killed my brother. I don't know if I was angry, if I was upset. I was like, let me have a beverage. So the champagne kind of eased my emotions in a way.
Now, if you were to write your own script and either die, this is fake, but if you were to die or kill someone in a mystery, how would this be?
I have no idea. Well, I definitely don't want to kill anybody. Yeah, because that's just too much work. It really is. You know, like, I'm obsessed with Nancy Grace. I watch those shows all the time. Do you ever watch her? If I'm gonna, but you know what though? I always said, if I ever get murdered, I want to make sure that I do enough stuff so I can be the coolest episode of Nancy Grace. You know what I mean? So it's not just like mom of 3, works at Walmart, murdered, like comedian, actress, blah blah. You know, I want to have a laundry list of stuff. And I want people, you know, that's my goal. If I ever get murdered, I want Nancy Grace to have my resume on file.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, to promote my death.
So in the end credits, it'll be like 40 minutes long.
It'll be like, she was in Joey Maria, she did this. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if I'm going to die, why not celebrate my life? Cheap promo, right? No, but you ever watch Nancy Grace? It's nuts. I watch it all the time. And she's so funny. But I think murder is just, it's a lot of work, and I'm not that committed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I'll get paid and do it funny, but I'm not. I mean, you got to watch out for forensic. I've seen CSI. You know what I mean? If you sneeze, they know you've been there, and they can tell you what time and what kind of tissue you use to wipe your nose.
Oh, yeah.
It's nuts. I can't. I'm not that tidy, and I'd definitely throw a fiber here and there. I'd get caught.
So Merlin, if you were to kill someone or get killed, how would this scene?
Come on, Merlin.
Reenact? How would that scene look like?
Well, first of all, there's no one that murders that isn't committed. And I'm not a killer, even though I look like one. I know I do, but appearances can fool you. I'd probably use my teeth, or even better yet, I'd probably use peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter. Wow, that's interesting. Would you use Jif or Skippy?
I would use Jiffy.
Jiffy?
Yep.
That's a combination of the two?
Well, it sounds a lot like Jeffy, which sounds a lot like Jeff TV.
Ah, cheap plug, cheap plug.
I like that guy. And I killed the Jeff TV penguin, definitely, for sure.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Not the Jeff TV penguin, his doppelganger.
No, that's okay. You said you'd kill the Jeff TV penguin, but why would you do this?
Oh, because you asked me who would I kill. I'd rather kill something stuffed with fluff than stuffed with flesh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the fluff, it would just be. You mean fluff as in fluffernutter, or fluff as in like, oh, who doesn't love fluff?
Yeah.
No, you can't kill something with fluff. But there's a lot of tension with these two guys. Now,
that's why they're sitting across.
You said that Chris was here. I mean, Cliff. Cliff was here.
With his Cliff notes.
With his notes, taking notes. The last time, but I don't remember him. I don't know. He's quiet. He doesn't talk much. I think that you said that he took a Xanax and he fell.
Yeah, he was sitting right here with the Santa Claus hat on, and he fell. And
yes.
He probably was just
pressure from the holidays.
Yeah, just getting ready for the holidays with a bottle of scotch or something.
But these two guys are like eyeing each other.
Yeah,
and there's going to be a throwdown any minute. I can't wait. Somebody might get killed.
Someone's going to be kicked in the head.
I'm going to kick that penguin in the head.
I'm smelling a mystery.
He's not going to see it coming because he can only see to the left and the right like a horse. I'm going to kick him straight in the, in the beak,
And how would this mystery unveil? Who would win?
Well,
Merlin the Monster or Cliff the Penguin?
Well, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to give him a swift kick to the head, and then I'm going to show him who's boss. And then, well, I don't know. I can't say it on live TV.
I think it's going to say
Oh, man.
Cliff, what do you say about this?
Cliff has no...
Cliff doesn't...
No thoughts.
He can't speak for himself.
I think you're sort of a little bit of a bully.
Probably.
Murder mysteries are supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It is fun. It's fun stuff. And anytime you need me to join the gang and that murder mystery crap, I'm there. I'm there, says Merlin the Monster.
Yeah. I don't know that he'd be able to bring it. I don't think he'd be able to.
I don't think he would be able to.
I don't know.
Because he doesn't look that committed.
Well, I'm there. I'll get an acting coach if you need me to, but I don't think I need to do that to kick someone in the head.
Are you sad? You're looking a little blue.
Well, I didn't get any Christmas presents.
No?
No.
Oh man, that's worse.
That's us. What did you get for Christmas?
Me? I got the opportunity to have Dotty Parker on my show again.
Wow.
That was a good Christmas present.
What the greatest gift ever. Oh my God.
And I got kicked in the head. It was the best Christmas ever.
I got a 32-inch flat screen TV.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I had a 20-inch in my living room. My friends were like, loser.
I got a 20-inch too, honey. TV, that is.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's not in my living room.
It could be. It could be.
I don't have the proper wiring. I'm all set.
And you can watch DVDs of Shawn Hansen's Comedy Corner when you get home. Yeah,
I can watch it. I'm psyched.
Watch a rerun of this episode.
My friends bought it for me. I was super excited. My best friend, he's from Israel.
Yep.
And he was here last time I was here.
Oh, he makes the shoes.
Yeah, he does. He makes shoes.
Those were great.
Yeah, he's fun.
What's his name again?
Yotam.
Yotam?
Yes.
What's his last name?
Medlinga.
Medlinga.
Yeah. And him and his brother-in-law is my friend Asaf, and you know, his wife, and you know, his brother from Israel. I had a house full of Israelis for Christmas Eve. I was like, come Israelis, come. I had like 6 Israelis. It was awesome. They're my friends. And I made ham because they're terrible Jews. It was great. I was like, what do you guys want? They're like, ham. I was like, if you stay late, do you want me to make some bacon? And we did. We had ham.
And
it was
bacon.
fun. We had ham. And
You're such a ham guy.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great.
And then it was so funny, they brought this huge box in, and my friend Asaf and Yael, they have a little baby boy, David. He's the cutest little guy. So they brought this huge box in, and he says, I have a present for you. And I was like, all right. So I opened it up, and it said, like, the HD 32-inch, and I was like, yeah. I was like, you guys didn't just buy me a TV. And they're like, no, open it up. And I was like, oh, thank God, I'm about to have a heart attack. I thought you bought me a TV. And I opened it up, and they were like, well, what's inside? I was like, yeah, it's a TV. I was like, that's awesome.
Oh, man. Oh.
I was psyched.
Does your friend Yotam, does he have his own, like, store, like when he makes shoes, or
no? He's got to get back into it.
Yeah.
He went to FIT,
yep,
and that's where he studied. And he had a studio there, and he did the whole shoe. I mean, he doesn't make them to wear; they're art pieces.
Oh, okay.
And he'll take shoes and he'll like deconstruct them. But he makes bags, he makes hats.
Really?
He made handbags, and he sold his handbag suit, the first season set of Sex and the City in New York.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
yeah, he's really super talented. He has like 500 degrees in finance, and yeah, he's wicked smart.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you should make some shoes from Merlin over there, because it's just this awful smell coming from over there.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon. I'm sorry. It must have been the hot dogs.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll work on that. I don't think he's wearing any pants either.
I don't like pants.
But we're gonna go to a segment that called Let the Director Talk. So I'm going to let my director, Joan Rolfe, ask Dotty or Merlin a question, or both of them if she wants.
Okay.
So Joan, you can...
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi, Joan.
Hi there. I love the monster too. Dotty, how many mysteries do you do, and what are some of their names, intriguing names of the mysteries you do?
Well, I haven't started working with the murder mystery company out there yet. But when I do, kicked in the head, mystery kicked in the head. But I've done a few in Vegas. It was kind of the same show, but it's different all the time because it's audience participation, and it's always going to change up, you know, through the audience. But before like I was saying, before I did the mysteries, I did Joey and Maria's for 10 years or for 8 years, and I was every character you could imagine with them. It really helped me. I was a drunk bridesmaid. I was an Irish stripper. I was a desperate redneck. Awesome. Bring it on.
It's good on all your acting parts to do various roles.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can just jump into a new one.
Absolutely.
Yes. Have you played, what have you played, big auditoriums or just nightclubs?
Pretty much both. I did a show at a restaurant in Vegas, a little bit off strip, and with Joey Maria's we used to do a lot of function halls. But we did, I remember like 7 years ago or so, we did the function for the Red Hats. You know the Red Hat Society, the women over 50 who have to pay $1 a year.
Yep. So
at the World Trade Center in Boston, we did a show there, and they hired us, and we were on the Teletron, and there was nothing but a sea of red, and there was 6,500 of them. 6,500 Red Hats. And I walk in, and and there's 20 cast members.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To take on 6,500 people.
Yeah.
It was wild, and I was playing a not so we'll say she was a little trashy character. And so at one point I had to come out and I had like my dress half up, I had my bra over my dress. It was crazy. And I had lipstick all over my face. And I'm doing that on a Teletron in the World Trade Center in front of 6,500 people. Wow. And they hired us, went to the Poconos. We did shows on the Poconos. We would have like weekends where we'd go away. They'd pay for everything. It was great.
That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. I've done a couple films. I was on. Did I ever tell you that I got made over on a train?
You did?
I never told you this story?
You never told me this. Wow.
I got a lot of stories. Wow. The more times I come on here, the more I'll reveal about my mysterious lifestyle.
Well, after I've learned it for the 19th time.
So on the 25th time.
Yeah.
No, but this is the truth. I'm not making it up. I watched this with my mother on Christmas. We were cracking up. 2008, I entered to, I read off of this online ad, like one of these ads that says, you know, you need makeover shows, because I have, I lost some weight and I didn't know how to change, you know, the way that I dress or whatever, right? Because I was always like sneakers and jeans. So I got hired by TLC. They said, all right, so we're going to work with you, so we want to meet with you. So they met with me. They had me tell my whole story or whatever. And they said, okay, so meet us here this day. I didn't know what was going to happen. I brought a friend of mine who was when Joey Maria's with me, and they just kept taking us places, driving us places. I was like, either we're going to be killed or we're going to be on TV. I'm not sure, because we were going to these weird, obscure places. So then we get on the red line, Quincy Center, and the train starts moving, and all of a sudden the side car door opens up, camera crew comes flying out. No, this really did happen. And they were like, hello, you're on Makeover Train.
Oh, man.
And I was like, what? And they were like, this is TLC's Makeover Train, here you are. And they took me from the train car into the dressing room, if you will, that had just piles of clothes. It had like a hair washing station. It had a makeup station. And they did me over from Quincy Center to Park Street.
Wow, that's really cool.
I got a dye job. I'm like, who else can I say got a dye job on a train?
So Park Street or Parker Street?
Park. On the red line, Park Street.
Dotty Parker Street.
She was parking a new dye job in her head. It was great. It was awesome. And I got all kinds of shoes and clothes, and they just were giving me stuff. Yeah, I got it on video.
So they gave you all the stuff?
Oh, my God, it was wild. It was insane.
Wow.
But it never made to air.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's too bad it never made it. It was wicked cute, but I got a video of it. So.
Why didn't it make it to air?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, you know how those makeover shows were.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's something I'm always going to have.
You like going where the wild things are?
The wild things, huh?
Daughter.
It's a little fresh.
Yeah, he is.
It's a little risque.
I think he's got to get kicked in the head.
I think he might, in fact, in a moment, get kicked in the head. You don't want to get kicked in the head by these bad Larrys. That's right.
He's bad.
Is that a Southie thing?
Yeah,
You said bad Larry. Have you ever heard that before?
Yeah.
It's a Southie thing. I love telling people from Southie because, oh, where's your cup, Shawn? You're not prepared.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I drank in it yesterday, and
third time I'm on the show, and you didn't even use it last time. Oh, man. It's funny when you tell people.
So we'll have to do the show over again. You'll have to come on again and
redo it.
Redo it. Oh boy. But anyways, we got a couple minutes left.
Okay.
I want to ask you a few more questions.
Ask away.
You do not have a website, but you're on the
Facebook.
ever popular Facebook.
Yes.
And you're a comedian, if that's the politically correct way to say it, because you're a female comedian. And what shows do you have coming up in 2012, since it is the new year?
I have a lot. I'm going to be, doing the murder mystery stuff like crazy, and I have a lot of that. But on the 18th, I'm doing Fody's Tavern. No, on the 18th, I'm sorry, I'm doing The Burn in Somerville. I'm in the contest, which I won last time. Yay!
Oh, very nice.
And then on the 26th, I'm doing Fody's Tavern. And then I got a whole bunch of other stuff booked in January and March.
That's
so.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks,
That's great.
Thanks.
And go to Facebook and look up Dotty Parker, D-O-T-T-Y, Parker with an E-R. And Merlin, before we go...
became friends.
You know Jeff Ferguson really well. Tell me how you guys met, and you guys work together too. Tell me a little bit about that.
Who did you say I work with?
You work with Jeff Ferguson.
Oh, right. Jeff Ferguson. Oh, he's great. You know Jeff. He does camera work for you. You know, he's a good friend. I know him through the Penguin, and the Penguin's my good friend too. And I'm gonna be on the next episode of Jeff TV. But Shawn, I just want you to know how happy I am to be on Shawn Hansen's Comedy Corner. Thank you very much, and thanks for a great show. And Dotty, good to see you again.
Bye, buddy.
And do you have a website to go to? Does Jeff TV have a website? Because you work there so frequently?
Everybody go to Jeff TV. That's Jeff Ferguson's fan page on Facebook. The Jeff TV fan page. And press like. I'll be on there soon enough.
That's great. All right.
Maybe I'll see you there.
All right, yeah, let's wrap this up, huh?
Yeah, well, I'd like to thank you very much, Merlin, for coming on.
Thank you.
And thank you, Dotty, for coming on.
Thank you,
It was a
Shawn.
pleasure to have you on for the 18th time.
1800.
14th time in a row.
My first.
Yep. Merlin, you can be back on. And Cliff, the Penguin, he's related to the Penguin on Jeff TV. But we got to let this go before there's like Family Feud here and kicked in the head happens again.
We have PETA waiting outside actually for you after the show.
Pumpkin eater?
PETA.
Oh. PETA.
Because of the cruelty for the...
Oh, I thought that was like in the end credits. Wait, is that in the end credits? It's a good way to end it. I mean, not knowing what...
You're gonna be